Welcome to week 3, and in week 3 of parametric modeling we're going to get into the model history tree. Now this is a real crafty way of Inventor going in here and being able to edit things that we've already done, and that's very important whenever you're designing, and that's a part of parametric modeling, okay, is being able to go back in and edit what you've already done with minimal problems to any of the other parts while you're in here. Now this program, when you change one thing on it, it changes everything down the road, and we'll get to that a little bit later as far as your prints and things. So nice. But what the model history tree is over here in your model. This right here is our history. This is our whole part right here at the main top. You see how everything's highlighted when I'm on that. When I click off of it, it goes off. But as you go down through here, it'll show you exactly what we've done. There's the first thing I did was do the extrusion. Looks like an F laying down. Okay. Now that was the first thing I done. I put the sketch in, and then I added the feature to it, give it depth. The second thing I did was put the circle in, just like that, and then of course the last thing I did was put the hole in. You have to have the point hole center in sketch mode, and then you can go to the hole command. That's the first things I did, and it's all in my history. It'll never leave. Okay. Now, if for some reason, extrusion 1, extrusion 2, the hole's easy to understand, but maybe you might get confused if the part gets real complicated out through here. You can right click and you can change the names of this. Go to properties, and we can change this to base. Okay, and then you can change this one to round, something along those lines. You can do that if you want to keep up with it a little bit easier. Now we get in here, and I want to edit this thing really quick. Now let me see here. The base this is on your page. This is in your book in chapter 4. I'm actually going to take the base feature, and I'm going to go from 3.25, and I want to change it to 3. Now 3.25 was the distance from here to here, and I want to make that 3. So this is how you change it. First, you got to find the area where you made this. Okay, the initial points you made this, so it's base. You can open this up, and you've got your sketch, and you can see in the sketch right here that I've got 3.25, and I want to make that 3. Only thing you have to do is just double click it. Double click your sketch, and it'll open it back up to you. Just click on this like you would when you're drawing it. Double click it, change it to 3, and when you get done, just hit finish sketch. See how it automatically updates? It's a great thing. Now that was as far as your sketch. Okay. Well, let's say for instance now we want to change the width of this thing, and we done that in feature mode. Okay. Let's see what else we need to change here. Repeat the modify steps for 2.5 to 2. Let's see where 2.5 is. Okay, 2.5 again was the width of it. And now when we draw this thing up, of course we done the F first in our sketch mode. Alright, we already fixed that part. Now I want to fix the part that we went and added the depth to it. To do that, we did that in feature mode, you remember? So basically you got sketch, and up here's feature. Just double click your feature. See how it brings in your feature mode? And we had 2.5, just change it to 2. And it automatically updated that part. It is really nice. So the main thing is to keep your history in line. keep it in check and know what you've got. But again, if you forget, you can hover over it and it'll show you exactly what part you did. And this is just exactly the sequence that you did it in. But remember, if you do something in sketch mode, you've got to edit it in sketch mode. If you do something in feature mode, you've got to edit it in feature mode. And again, you can just click on that, double click your sketch or double click your feature. You can also just hover on top of it, right click, and hit edit sketch or edit feature. Either one of them works. It's a great tool. So we'll continue on here and adding a few things in. Haven't showed you this yet, and that was adding in, looks like adding in a fillet. We're going to put a fillet right here. Basically come up here to fillet, and for this one we are going to put in a 0.25 just right here. Just click in 0.25 and select edges. Just come down here and click that edge and it'll automatically update it just like that. And you got you a smooth fillet in there. Also, this thing we've got to put in a couple other things here, and there's some more design changes that's associated with this part. And as I'm looking at it, we got the fillet in 3.5, 1.75. Let's look, make sure. I think there might be a couple more things they've got with this F shape, so we can go back into that base, go to sketch, double click, and look at it. 2.5, 0.5, 1.75, 0.75, and 3. No, all that looks good. Okay. And I want to show you some. Oh, we also got to put that little notch in it again. Just click on the face of it, new sketch, and I can just come in here and grab myself a rectangle. Grab that rectangle command and just put it in there. Finish it up with your dimensions. This thing's supposed to be 1, and from this edge to this edge should be 0.5. Centered up, and of course the depth of that, I need to get that measurement off. The depth is 3/4 of an inch, so I go from there to there. Should be 0.75. Enter. Finish the sketch because I'm done with sketch mode. And you'll notice over here it's just got the sketch in. We haven't went to feature mode. You see how it's added? See how it added my fillet? So hit finish sketch. I'm going to go extrude. Use my cut command for this, and I want to distance all the way through it. Just like that, we've got it in there. Again, you can come in here if I want to change that fillet or anything to do with that. Maybe that fillet I want to change. Just double click it. You can change it right here. Maybe you want to make it 0.3. You can do that, and it'll. Maybe we want to do 0.15. That's been stubborn. See how it changed it to 0.1 that time? Again, you just have to, that's the feature mode there, just double click it, and it's already over here. That's the reason it was kicking out on me. And I can go back to 0.25 and then just hit OK. Now, so far, so good, right? There's our part. And you see after I cut that through, you see how it shows that up. Now if I wanted to change the extrusion, I can, the feature, by double clicking it. I'm cutting through all. Maybe you didn't want to cut through all. You could put distance on there, and you know, we're only going to cut a 1/2 inch back. It only cut this one out. But double click, I'm going to go back and cut all because that's what they want. And if you want to change the sketch, you just have to double click the sketch and it lets you go in there and fix this. It's really handy. Alright, let's move on. Now, the next part of it is being able to change the physical properties. Now, when you're out working in the field and you're designing things, you're always going to have, you're not going to have a generic type of material. You're either going to have, a specific steel, what plastic, brass, anything like that, the material wise. And in this program, it has everything already loaded up. It has the density of it. You can find the mass of this thing. I mean, it's just crazy what you can do with this. And to get to change this material to whatever you're working with, you come over here and hover over top of the part. The main part, you see up here at the main top of your model, is at the main top. See how it highlights the whole thing? Right click it and go to Eye Properties. Alright, in Eye Properties, we can look at the summary. You can put the title, subject, and this will come in good later on whenever you start putting this on print. So you could type all this in, what it is, the part, the company, project. You put all that in, estimated cost, the vendor. It's really cool. Status, work in progress, part number, stock number. I mean, it's got everything in here. And physical, this is where you change your part. And let's say, for instance, the book has you to put this in see what they have you to put this in aluminum. So we just got to come up here. It's in alphabetical order. There's aluminum 6061. Click on that and see how it does. It is awesome. It gives you the density of it. Here's your mass, your area, your volume of that. Also has the center of gravity in X, Y, and Z, which is awesome. So just hit apply and close. And you notice how it changed the color just a little bit. It's real light now, lighter color. That is aluminum. So that part switched to from a generic material to aluminum that quick. So it's a really neat program. Get in there and toy around with it, and go ahead and do this week 3 assignments and projects, and good luck to you.